Hey guys, welcome back to Core Academy. In this video, we are going to learn about LabelImg. If you are working on any computer vision project, you must be well aware of what is LabelImg. Let's see what is LabelImg. LabelImg is an open source graphical image annotation tool. It is primarily used for creating label datasets for object detection in various computer vision projects. It is developed with Python and uses the Qt graphical user interface. It is a very lightweight, simple, and free tool which makes it ideal for beginners, researchers, and small scale projects. The purpose of this LabelImg is to basically draw some bounding boxes around objects of interest within images to generate high quality label data, which is crucial for training accurate machine learning models. In this video, apart from going through the theoretical part, we'll also see how to basically use this LabelImg tool locally in your laptop. Okay, before we dive into the practical aspects, let's see what are the key features of LabelImg. The key features of LabelImg is basically it's very free, simple and a free tool as I said earlier. And the annotation type is basically just a rectangular bounding boxes. There are advanced annotation tools available where you can actually create polygons and various complex shapes for annotation. But this LabelImg uses a very basic rectangular bounding box, and the output formats are basically Pascal VOC format, which will output a XML file, YOLO format, which will generate a text file with the normalized coordinates. We will use the YOLO format, and I'll show you how to basically take a look at the output text file once we annotate. And there's the third format, which is also called the createML format. And the main advantage of the LabelImg is its cross-platform compatibility. It runs locally on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Okay, so now let's go into the practical aspect. So you can install this LabelImg tool using pip3 install LabelImg. Since I've already installed in my laptop, it would just report that LabelImg is the latest version in this particular laptop. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, so now you see that the requirement already satisfied, and the way to launch this LabelImg is you can just type LabelImg and you can launch this tool. And once launched, you will get a graphical user interface just like this. Okay, so now let's open a list of images. I have created a directory where okay, so here I have the directory, select folder. Okay, so I have two sets of images in this dataset, cats and dogs. In order to create the rounding box, I will click this create rounding box, and here you can say, okay, this is the object cat. For the first object, let's say cat. And once you create that, once you annotate this image, you can specify what format you want. So as we saw in the slides, there are three formats available: createML format, Pascal VOC format, and YOLO. We are going to use the YOLO format, and click save, and it will just show you the file name. Click save, then choose the second image, open it, then again create rectangular box. Here you annotate, and this is again cat, so you give OK and save this. The file name appears automatically. Go to the third image, create rectangle box, so create the bounding box around the cat face. Click OK since it's a cat. Save, click save. Go to the fourth one. Okay, create rectangle box. This is also a cat. Then save. Then go to the next image. This is also cat. Create a rectangular box. Okay, this is also cat. Save this image. save this label, then go to the next one. Now this is a dog, not a cat. Create a rectangle box around its face. Now while saving, you have to save this as a dog. Click OK, save. So we annotated this image as a dog. You see that the label is dog.90, which is nothing but the file name of this image, dog.90. Okay, and go to the next image, create rectangle box, create a bounding box around its face, label it as dog, save. Go to the next image, create a rectangle box, create the bounding box, label it as a dog, save. Okay, last but one, create rectangle box. This is also dog, save. And now we're going to do it for the last image. Create the rectangle box. Okay, this is also dog, save. And the thing to note here is when you click the image that you already labeled, now you can see the bounding box here. Okay, so now we are done with the bounding box. Now we'll take a look at the labels. Okay, so you go to the directory where you saved the images and the labels are created here. Okay, so here are the images that we actually imported into the LabelImg tool, and the LabelImg tool actually created the classes here. If you open the classes, you can clearly see. Okay, the classes.txt contains cat and dog. Now let me open this dog dot. Let's open all of this. Okay, let's open all of this. Now you can see. Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, move. Fine. Now you can see this basically has the normalized coordinates. Left coordinate is basically 0 and the right coordinate is 1. So you have the xy coordinate. Top left is 0 comma 0 and bottom right is 1 comma 1. So based on the number of pixels, it basically computes the coordinates. So you have the xy of the start and xy of the end bounding box. So basically there's a top left xy coordinate and a bottom right xy coordinate. This is what you need to basically tell the bounding box region of interest. So now we saw there is a classes file which contains dog and cat, and there's also the coordinates in each of the file. Okay, so that is all we have in this LabelImg. It's so simple. In the next video, we'll see other annotation tools available either in open source or publicly available. If you like this video, please subscribe to your friends. Till I record the next video, I'm signing off. Thank you guys.